Well, we're putting in the last of the oil. Hopefully everything is connected. We got the remote valves on.
Oil now.
Got plenty of oil in it.
Yep.
I got the hydraulic oil filled. We already filled the lower main frame. Still got to put the guard on the PTO. Batteries are hooked up. I don't have the speed sensors installed yet, but everything else is wired. I'll do that after we test it. See if we have any leaks. Okay. Do we shut the fuel off? Wait, we need to prime it. Okay, we primed the engine, so we're going to try it again. Let her rip. Well, I forgot to tighten the one hose up on the 3-point hitch cylinder. This one right here. So that gave us a nice shower of hydraulic fluid. Probably a gallon or so. We'll put more in it, try again. I won't be able to see if there's any leaks in that area. Everything looks pretty good here. I don't see any other leaks. Some oil right here. Is that from?
Oh, it's from
your
dipstick.
Dipstick, okay. All right, so it's just not a leak. All of these look good, tight, no leaks anywhere here. Dang, just that one I forgot to tighten up. Well, start it up and we'll try it again. Yep. Three-point hitch works. PTO turns. Leaks from the remote yet. try the remotes. But I do that one last, if it even moves. Excellent. No leaks. So we've cycled all the remotes. All right. Like Ollie, it moves. First time that thing's seen daylight in at least 6 months. Put the shields on and the toolbox on. Put the two speed sensors on. And that's about it. Put the console back together in the cab. Giving them a little trouble with the concertor part there. Out on some clean ground, we can see if it's leaking. Well, looks like it's a success. Well, I just took it on a high-speed road test. This tractor always had at high speeds had a hum, a very low sound, and all that's gone. So I guess that was something worn in the back end, those gears and the broken teeth on the bull gears. So it's behaving itself very well. Just going to try to adjust the 3-point hitch. There's supposed to be some free travel, and I don't have that, so I'm going to adjust that linkage. Thought I'd do a quick update on the tractor. As you can see, it's out in the field. We got it connected to the plows. I suppose we've plowed probably 20 acres so far with it. Tractor's behaving fairly well. Some good things and a couple bad things. A little dark in here, but everything appears to be dry, no leaks. This is not the best place to park it to see if it's leaking, but it's doing very well. I got a little bit of leakage around the remotes. I need to put the 70 Duranomer O-rings. I have to replace those in the connectors, and possibly I could use some new tips. Everything else is working pretty good. The 3-point hitch, the draft, this is the first time it's worked since we've had the tractor. Everything seems to be working fine. That setting for leaving a 1/2 inch or so of travel on these is for the category 2 hitch. That has the cylinders. It doesn't have these external cylinders. It has the internal cylinders, or one cylinder inside, and that's to keep the cylinder from breaking out the back of your hydraulic housing if the travel's too much. So I didn't just kind of put my draft linkage in the center of everything, and it does seem to be working. That's a pleasant surprise. But I did have the pressure switch here for the right there, and the filter for the rear frame lubrication system. That pressure switch is set for 4 psi, and if you run the tractor, depending on how hot it is, but this it has universal tractor fluid in it. That's pretty thin stuff. It only has a weight of about 20 weight. But it gets like water when it gets hot, and after an hour or so, that pressure switch starts coming on. The reason that's so annoying is this tractor has the electronic console in it. The 150s didn't have this. The 175 did. And then of course the 210, 225, and later tractors had different. They're made from different parts. I think the 210 was a 135, where this is a 105 parts, the rear ends. But anyhow, this system has a warning in it, a beeper, and it gets very annoying when that thing's going off. So I'm going to have to either put in a oil cooler. That pumps about nominally a little over 4 gallons a minute. So I would put all the oil through the cooler about every 4 minutes. And I can add a filter base that has a temperature regulating device in it, and then shunt the oil to a cooler. I don't think I'd want to run the lines up to the front. That might reduce the pressure loss and the long flow and just the hassle of running lines up there. So I might look at getting an electric powered cooler and mount it on the back here someplace, maybe on top of the hydraulic housing. Either that or go with a heavier fluid. About the only option is going to an 85 gear weight gear oil. That's not as bad as it sounds. I found a chart on the internet, and the gear oil is rated a little different, and it does overlap down farther. It's not. They have two different ratings, one for motor oil and one for gear oil. So I thought I might stop in and talk to my tractor expert. I got to get that old housing put back together and get that back to them for scrap value. So that's about it. Everything's working fairly well. The hydraulic remotes all seem to be working. That one that was froze up seems to be working, but I had that one cable that was stiff. It's still giving us trouble. And when I put the servo valves together, I think I put too much grease on a detent. That's that area that was out. It's in the weather. It's not in a sealed part of the valve, and I think that oil, heavy grease, the grease is interfering with the function of the detent. So I might have to. I'm gonna try squirting some oil in there, see if I can dilute that grease, or else I might have to pull the servo or the shaft out of the servo valves and take those detents apart and clean them. But that's about the only problem really, is the alarm, PTO pressure alarm, and the detents. We'll continue on with some plowing.